Another Friday night on the gridiron. Welcome to the KELOLAND Sports Zone. I'm Travis Fossing alongside Sean Bauer.
Tonight we'll spotlight games from Rapid City to Hull, Iowa, including 3 top 5 matchups, but we begin with a Sioux Falls showdown.
On the heels of Saturday's shutout win against Washington, top-ranked Roosevelt met Lincoln. Second quarter, the Rough Riders look to add to their 6-0 advantage, but Brady Dannenbring's throw wobbles into the hands of Sam Siegel. Roosevelt by 6 at halftime. The Patriots opened the second half with a 67-yard kick return, which led to this. Terrell Eisenbraun goes deep down the near side to Hunter Merkley, who stretches for 6. 29-yard score makes it 7-6 Patriots. But Roosevelt responds with an impressive drive, and Aaron Kusler caps it with a 1-yard touchdown run at the PAT, and it's 13-7 Riders. On the heels of a long punt return by Roosevelt, Kusler does it again. This time it's a 2-yard TD, 27 Rough Riders, and Roosevelt rolls from there, beating Lincoln 34-7. Fifth-ranked Watertown looked to remain unbeaten at Rapid City Stevens. Opening quarter, on the heels of a turnover, the Arrows' Brandon Flory finds Parker Schmidt, who weaves through the D, 14 yards for the touchdown, 7-0 Arrows. Later in the quarter, Watertown plays long ball as Flory goes deep down the far sideline for Garrett Dieterman, who goes 59 yards for the touchdown at the PAT, and it's 14-0. More from the visiting Arrows as Flory fakes the give, gets to the far side of the field, and goes the distance for the touchdown, and Watertown improves to 3-0 with a 46-13 win at Stevens.
After losing back-to-back games at home, Yankton played at second-ranked Mitchell. On the Colonels' opening drive, they line up for a field goal but call a fake as Austin Kerr keeps it and runs it near the goal line, giving Mitchell a fresh set of downs deep in Yankton territory. A couple plays later, Mitchell calls Carson Max's number from the 1, and the bruising fullback pounds his way into the end zone, tack on the extra point, and it's 7-0 Colonels. Ensuing Bucks possession, Yankton quarterback Ethan Wishon is going to drop back. He'll buy some time. He's going to throw for Michael Drotzman, but Jackson Sadler cuts in front of the route and takes it back for 6 as the Colonels extend their lead to 14. The Bucks looking to respond on their next drive. Wishon's going to break out of the pocket here. He's going to make a couple of Colonels miss, and he's going to be taken down for a 16-yard gain and a Yankton first down in Mitchell territory. Later in the drive, facing a 3rd and 15, Wishon gets the ball. He's going to go right, then back to his left, and he's going to find Cade Koletsky wide open. He'll take that in for the 24-yard TD as the Bucks make it a 7-point game. They'd outscore the Colonels 35-7 the rest of the way, picking up their first win of the year, 42-21. Another Class 11 AA matchup as Brookings hosted Spearfish. Opening quarter, the Bobcats hang a score on the board as Parker Beers goes 28 yards for the touchdown. Brookings leads 7-0. Minutes later, the Bobcats add another 6 as Jacob Schoen sprints left and hits Pater from 8 yards out. That's his second TD of the year, and it's 14-0. Second quarter, Brookings by 17 and counting as Beers bolts up the middle 9 yards for the touchdown. Add the PAT, and it's 24-zip. Late in the half, Spearfish is forced to punt, and the Bobcats return team, led by Walker Raisman, puts on a show. 10 winds and weaves his way 57 yards for the touchdown.
This is going to take a while. Watch this.
Wow. He slipped at least 7 tackles there. I don't know if that's the exact number, but 38-0 at halftime for the Bobcats, and they're going to pick up the 51-0 win over Spearfish.
And he's in.
Touchdown.
We'll have games from Hartford, North Sioux City, T, and Bridgewater next. We'll be right back.
You're watching the KELOLAND Sports Zone.
Welcome back to the KELOLAND Sports Zone.
West Central opened the season with back-to-back road losses falling at T-Area and Winter. Tonight, the Trojans open the home portion of their schedule against 5th-ranked St. Thomas More. First quarter on 4th and 3, West Central opens the scoring as Brock Haldeman goes 24 yards on the touchdown pass to Jackson Miller. PAT no good, and it's 6-0. Second quarter, the Trojans add to their advantage as Carter Healy darts 21 yards for the touchdown, add the extra point, and it's 13-zip. St. Thomas More was able to move the ball but couldn't punch it in. On 4th and short from inside the 5, the Trojans D swarms to the ball. STM turns it over on downs. Ahead of the closing minute of the half, inside the 10 again, Cavaliers' Ryder Kirsch throws right but is intercepted by Haldeman. 13-0 Trojans at halftime, and West Central beats St. Thomas More 33-zip. Dakota Valley attempted to continue its winning ways against Sisseton. On the Panthers' first play from scrimmage, Sam Chesterman sweeps to the near side of the field, slips a tackle, and motors 65 yards for the touchdown. Dakota Valley grabs an early 6-0 lead. On Sisseton's ensuing drive, backed up against the goal line, the Dakota Valley D gets to the quarterback. The Panthers add 2 points via safety. It's 8-0. Later in the quarter, Jake Lickness takes a toss to the far side of the field and gets into the end zone for another score. And Dakota Valley stays perfect with a 55-0 win against Sisseton.
A pair of second-ranked teams met in Bridgewater. The Seahawks hosted Madison. After a Bulldog missed field goal, the Seahawks get aggressive as Brady Hawkins rifles a pass down the middle for Jamin Aaron as he holds on despite a big hit, setting BE up at the 50. Later on the drive, Hawkins avoids the Madison blitz, rolls left and lobs it for Grant Andrews, who makes the diving catch, setting the Seahawks up deep in Madison territory. And they cap it off as Aaron's going to take the handoff and plow his way into pay dirt to make it 14-0 ball game late in the third. Seahawks add another TD in the fourth as they blank the 3-time defending state champion Bulldogs 21-0. After last week's impressive showing at St. Thomas More, T-Area hosted Elk Point Jefferson. On the Titans' opening possession, Hunter West goes deep down the near sideline to Cade Clayberg for a 35-yard touchdown. Add the PAT, and it's 7-0. More from the home team as West rolls right and pitches to Carter Slighthouse, who goes 26 yards for the touchdown and tack on another extra point, and it's 14-zip Titans. On the heels of a Huskies punt, West is going to fake the give, turn the corner, and he's going to go 9 yards for the touchdowns. You'll see right here, he had 4 total touchdowns on the night. Titans are going to add a 2-point conversion, and it's 22-0. Second quarter, T-Area goes back to the air as West lets it fly down the near sideline to Trevor Cox, who makes the tough grab for a 20-yard TD, and T-Area rolls to a 50-0 win. The game was called at the half due to the mercy rule.
A pair of top-ranked teams clashed in Iowa. We'll have the highlights next. We'll be right back.
You're watching the KELOLAND SportsZone!
Sioux Falls Christian and Canton are a combined 5-0 and have outscored their opponents 183-16, including a pair of shutouts from Sioux Falls. Tonight, the top-ranked Chargers headed south to face the number 4 Seahawks. Second quarter, Chargers driving. Dawson Mulder fakes the keeper. Parker Nelson has the ball, and he's dragging 3 defenders into the end zone. 17-yard touchdown, 15-6. Sioux Falls fans are excited. Second half, 4th down for Canton. Caden Verley has the ball. The pile moves 2 yards. Fresh set of downs. Same drive, handoff again to Verley. Spins to avoid a tackle. Cuts for the sideline and dives in for the touchdown. 25-yard score, and it's 22-6 Seahawks. Next Canton possession, Shaden Scheidt takes the handoff, follows his blockers, lowers the shoulder. He's in for the touchdown. 29-6 Seahawks after 3, and Canton beats top-ranked Sioux Falls 29-12.
Across the border, top-ranked Boyden Hull Rock Valley hosted number 1 West Lyon. Early in the first quarter, JT Vant Hall drops back and heaves it up to a wide-open Spencer Tisla for the opening score of the game. Later, more from the Nighthawks. They're going to be on the goal line. Vant Hull's going to pound it in. He's at the bottom of the scrum, but it's a Nighthawk touchdown. The Wildcats defense finally buckles down, though, as they're going to force a fumble and recover the loose ball. But the Nighthawk defense was just tough all night as the West Lyon offense just couldn't get anything going. Braden Van Kickericks with a great open field tackle, and Boyden Hull Rock Valley rolls to a 41-7 win against the Nighthawks.
Time to hand out a weekly award, the Touchstone Energy Player of the Week. This week's recipient, T-Area quarterback Hunter West. Titans senior completed 5 of 6 passes, 167 yards and 3 touchdowns, and ran for a score in one half of football, leading T-Area to a 50-0 win against Elk Point Jefferson. Player of the Week brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives. Together, we are re-energizing rural. The weekend sports schedule and hits and helmets next. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the KELOLAND Sports Zone. Looking ahead to another busy weekend on the local sports scene. Some college football in the neighborhood as USD opens the home portion of its schedule against Northern Colorado tomorrow at 2 o'clock. SDSU takes on Montana State, while Augustana hosts number 3 MSU Mankato. Kickoff there set for 1 o'clock. And the Dakota Bowl coming up tomorrow night as number 2 O'Gorman hosts number 3 Washington at Howard Wood Field. Kickoff scheduled for 7 o'clock. Sports Calendar is brought to you by Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Reach your more. The Pick 6 is your opportunity to send your game day photos to YouShare at KELOLAND.com. Some of the pregame warm-ups and the national anthem prior to the St. Thomas More at West Central ball game. There, the halftime scene as the teams, Roosevelt and Lincoln, clearing the field. And now we end with a trio of pictures from the Mitchell game against Yankton. Yankton rallying to win that contest 42-21. You can send your photos to YouShare at KELOLAND.com.
All right, it's time to honor tonight's top plays and playmakers with another edition of Hits and Helmets.
Hits and Helmets is brought to you by Avera Orthopedics. Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend.